Well, this wasn't exactly a video I hoped to make at the start of the season, but this is the truth behind why Port Vale got relegated. Just before we do start though, the sponsor of this video and my channel is Away Day Stickers. With a variety of top quality stickers whilst also being the cheapest out there, it is a great option for you. It is ordered by DM, so make sure to drop him a DM and use my code AB7-5 to get 5% off your order. So, following that amazing promotion at Wembley, things just really haven't gone to plan. Carol Shanahan says that she wants to be a championship team, and at the moment it looks like we are a rock bottom League 2 team, and honestly that is down to bad recruitment. And the guy on the screen, the guy on the thumbnail, David Flitcroft, he has really screwed us over these last 2 years in League 1. Summer transfer windows haven't been that bad. The likes of Funso Ojo and Alice Harrison coming in the first season in League 1. And then, of course, Connor Ripley, Ethan Chislett, Ollie Arblaster Divine coming in the summer. This season, that recruitment isn't that bad when you think about it, but January transfer windows have had so much neglect. Last year, the only signing that really sticks out to me is Aaron Donnelly in the January transfer window on loan from Nottingham Forest. And this season, Alex Myton, who hasn't played barely at all under Darren Moore. Casper Lapata, who was unfairly not being played because he looks like he is an amazing defender. Dan Gore, who has wimped his way out of playing. I know rumours, I don't know this for a fact, but rumours spreading around that he doesn't want to be in a relegation battle, or didn't want to be in a relegation battle, or and faking injuries. Reece Williams, who looked like a good signing but went back after a week. It's just been a mess. January transfer windows have just been neglected, and it is boring now. Reason 2 why Port Vale have been relegated this season, and this is partly our previous manager and partly Carol's fault, or the board's fault, and that is sacking Andy Crosby 5 days after the January transfer window's finished. Now, I've just said the January transfer window has had so much neglect, and it has, but I personally think, and a lot of other Vale fans do think, that if Darren Moore had been in the club in the January transfer window, even if we sacked Crosby halfway through it, he still got 15 days or whatever to get his players in, because he does not want Alex Myton at the club. His previous record with Sheffield Wednesday does suggest that. Casper Lapata doesn't seem to favour. I can't fathom why you would sack a manager 5 days after the transfer window finished. I can understand partly that we lost 3-0 to bottom of the league at the time, so it was kind of had to be done. But if it got to that point where it was 1 or 2 games away from being sacked, then why wasn't he sacked earlier in the January transfer window? It doesn't make sense to me. And again, this links in with January neglect and just all round just a mess. It really was a mess. I really rated Andy Crosby as a manager. I wanted him to stay personally. I don't think we would have gone down if Andy Crosby stayed. But if you're going to sack your manager, especially when the January transfer window has just finished 5 days ago, then please just do it in the January transfer window so he has time. Even if we hire Darren Moore with 5 days of the January transfer window to go, that's still 5 days he's got to hopefully try and recruit at least 1 or 2 of his players. And finally, the third reason why Port Vale have been relegated this season is the team. I don't want to call out individuals because I'm not like that. Every single person, I have to stress, is so nice. I get to interview the players, and they are so nice to me. Like, that's a credit to the club and to them. You can build relationships with the players, which is brilliant. But let's not kid ourselves. Some of them haven't played as well as they should do to get where we expected, which was midish table in League One. Again, I'm not going to call out individuals, but there is some in that team that are either not, are genuinely not good enough, which I can't forgive Flitcroft for that, but I can forgive them for that because they put the effort in, whereas there are some players who are good enough but don't put the effort in. There's just been no fight, there's just been no togetherness, there's no team spirit. I remember Cheltenham when Casper Lapata was pushed into the advertising boards, and all the fans were down at the bottom. You know, watch my vlog for it because there's a minute section on it, down at the bottom, giving this Cheltenham player loads of stick that had pushed Casper Lapata into the boards. There was no player that went and showed a bit of aggression to George Lloyd or whoever it was at the time. And that for me just speaks levels of the team. It's so clear to see there's a divide, and you can lie about you can say there's not all you want, but when you're getting them results on the pitch, it's very hard to believe there's not. So for me, it's a link of the players that we brought in and how the team have gelled, because they haven't. Let's be fair. Them fans are the only reason we've had a fight. If it wasn't for our solid fan base, let's say we had Burton's fan base or Fleetwood, they are tin pot clubs, especially for this league, then we would have been last place. We would have finished 24th in the league. Our fan base has carried this team so much, and that is a credit to Port Vale. We didn't deserve this season. We didn't deserve that. And of course, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but we didn't deserve that this season. You know, bringing 1,000 to Bolton, pretty much knowing you're relegated. Bringing 1,500 to Wigan, again, pretty much knowing you're relegated. Still averaging good home attendances, even though, again, we pretty much know we're relegated. I mean, a game that sticks out for me, Exeter at home, 2-0 up and we went 4-2 down. The fans just didn't deserve that. We were brilliant on that day. Vale Park was booming when we went 2-0 up, and then we threw the game away. Again, is another one that sticks out for me. So yeah, it's just been a complete and total mess, and everything needs to be reset now, in my opinion. Everything needs to just be forgotten about, and hopefully we can somehow go and absolutely dominate League 2. Please drop your thoughts in the comments down below, what you think about this season. I can't imagine there'll be very many positive ones. Please make sure to smash the like button and the subscribe button. I'm going to try and do more content like this now. Of course, I've given up my vlogging. Maybe I'll make a video on that, I don't know, but I just haven't been enjoying it recently. With what happened with the EFL and all that stuff. But yeah, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Up the Vale.